So I uploaded a video on Instagram showing how I was able to run NextApp and Rails app both on 3000 ports, right? And since the 3000 port was the default port for both of the app, I noticed this. And usually I get, in apps I get like, this port is already in use, please use different port, right? But in this situation, I did not get anything, right? I'll just show you the video, right? Okay, so both of my laptops are running on the same network, right? And I am running two servers, one for NextApp, okay, and another for Rails app, and both of them are running on the port 3000 only. You can see 3000 and 3000. So technically I should be getting an error, right? So one of them should not work, but I can run both of them. And on this machine I cannot open the NextApp, right? When I open the 3000 port, I'm getting the Rails app, right? But when I click reload here on the 3000 port, I get the compiled successful here on the NextApp. It's freaky. I don't know why. Alright, so right now I have exactly same thing. So I'm running NextApp on the port 3000 and a Rails app on port 3000, right? So you can see that on this machine I can use anything like 127 0.1 or 0.0.0.0, and I'll get the Rails app only, or even localhost, right? host, and I'll get Rails app only. I'm not able to access the next app, which is in fact running. Okay, I got the Rails app request, right? And the next app is also running, but I'm not able to get anyway, like even if I use localhost, and you can see the server is running, right? Now let's see on this one. If I use the IP address of this computer, right, this machine, I use IP address of that and port 3000, I'm able to access the next app, right, which is this one, which is running here, right? So why is this happening? All right, so I did a couple of permutations and combinations. Like if I stop this and only this is running, right, I'm not able to access Rails app from this. Like the same thing should happen, right? The IP address of this on port 3000, right? This won't be running, right? And now if I close this Rails app and run next app again, I should be able to access that on this machine. Well, I should, right? So yeah, now it's working. But why is that happening? So the answer lies between something called 0.0.0, which in fact I tried opening here, but it was saying, Rails app, like it was showing us the Rails app, right? Now, if I say the host name as 127.0.0, you can see the started server on 0.0.0. If I do something like the host name, change the host name to this, obviously I'll be able to load here, but I won't be able to see that here. Okay, yeah, right. Now now it's getting interesting. Now let's try and host the Rails app to that. I mean, access Rails app from that computer, right? So what I will do, I'll pass the port to be 0.0.0. Okay, and now if we reload this here, we are accessing the next app but not Rails app right now, and again both the servers are still running, right? And if we reload this now, we are getting Rails over there. So yeah, that's the reason behind it. The 127.0.0.1 and 0.0.0.0. So what is the difference between two, right? So the difference is, wait, Let me just switch the camera. Now we saw the difference between those and we tried to, equally swap the things. But why is that working? How is that working? So to understand that, we need to understand the difference between 127.0.0.1 and 0.0.0.0. So the 127.0.0.1 is the loopback IP. Basically, it just points back to the local host. In other words, it's not broadcasting to the complete network. It's just broadcasting, or it's just pointing to the host machine. So the machine that we were running the server on, right? In contrast to that, the 0.0.0.0 is pointing to the whole network. And what's that? My both laptops were connected to the same network, right? I told in the beginning as well. So 0.0.0.0, the server which was running on 0.0.0.0, it broadcasting to the complete network. And that's why whenever I started the Rails app on that IP, I was able to access it from the different laptop. And the interesting thing is, by default, Next app, as we all saw, the Next app by default was broadcasting to 0.0.0.0. And the React app as well, if you have used the Create React app, it also shows after compilation, it shows on your network, right? So I got the idea from that only. So by default, Next and React app, the frameworks built on React, will broadcast to complete network, so you can debug your front end from the phone as well in real time, and that is really, really cool. But yeah, this was an interesting thing I noticed, and I just thought I should do more research on it, and I did. So yeah, that's it for this video. Just a quick one. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.